We have prepared some questions to learn from your experience, for the Indian experience on tax reform, that maybe help us here in Brazil. I'll start here, then I'll hand over to Simone. So, Professor KJ, India managed a transition in a very quickly way from the old system to the new system. It only about a year, correct? How is that possible?
Mr. Ricardo, I must tell you that India introduced value added tax in 1986, and there was feeling that this value added tax rate was different across different states, and that was causing a lot of problems because India was not a single market. The markets were segmented, and with segmented markets, firms were able to operate as monopolies in the segmented market because of the restrictions on account of the higher tax rate across different states. So this was causing the firms to become very internationally competitive, and anticipating the potential dangers of this government. In fact, in 90s, in 1990s itself was thinking of moving to a new tax regime. The concrete initiative in this direction started by 1999, and after that, there were a series of committees appointed by different governments that came into power to pursue the implementation of goods and service tax in the country. What is the point that I want to emphasize here is that regardless of the party in power, all of them were committed to implementing this new tax system because it was expected that it will contribute to ease of doing business. It will make India one market, and with one market, the firms will be able to reap economies of scale and economies of scope. And in an emerging competitive international market, Indian firms will become internationally competitive. So it was even expected that India's growth rate will be boosted by at least 2% by the new tax system. The point which I wanted to emphasize here is that it is not a reform that came overnight. It was an outcome of a long drawn out process of deliberation, discussion, argumentation, and conflict resolution uh, by both state government and state and central government. So it's a almost 17 years it took to implement this tax in the on July 1st, 2017.